Welcome. We are here with Luis Robles from Comunicacion in Fronteras, and we are going to talk about his business. Welcome. How are you doing today?
Thank you, Brian. Yeah, good, very good. Thank you.
Okay, nice. First question. Tell me a little bit more about your business and how you got started, and why did you get this idea about creating a school to teach languages? How did it come out?
Well, I started this company when I was 30. This company was born in Brazil.
Okay.
And well, I don't know. Actually, that was an idea. It's a friend's idea, because he told me, "Why not become a Spanish teacher?" And I said, "Wow, a Spanish teacher? I don't know." And well, I remember that mostly most of my family, I'm sorry, they were teachers. So I say, well, it's in my blood, you know.
Okay.
So I say, okay, let me try, and I started working for some schools, and that was really good. But I noted some issues with the students and with the schools, and I said, well, maybe I can do better.
Okay.
And that gave me this opportunity to improve my job, actually, and create my school.
So first you were teaching at schools
Yes.
as a professor,
Yeah.
right? And then you created your own school.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Because when I noticed that these different problems, I said, wow. Because in the past, I thought create a company was really difficult. I don't know, more when you are in other country. It's not your country, so in your country you can manage this, right? But in another countries, maybe I thought it's maybe almost impossible, or maybe I can spend a lot of not just time but money. But when I noticed the different problems, and when I started to see how manage school, and I say, oh, maybe I can do it.
Okay.
So I say, okay, let me try, and okay, I'm here.
Yeah, yeah. So just for the viewers, you are from Colombia.
I'm from Colombia.
And what inspired you to not start in Colombia but in Brazil, your school?
Well, actually, in Colombia, I tried different business, but I failed all of them.
Okay.
That is that is real. Uh, Not as cool because I don't know. Actually, this opportunity appears there in Brazil when I noticed that a lot of people from different companies needed to learn Spanish.
Okay.
So I say, okay, maybe I can teach Spanish, but with this focus about corporate Spanish.
Okay. Okay. So you are teaching individuals or businesses?
Businesses.
Mainly businesses.
Well, we have maybe half and half,
Okay.
businesses and particular classes as
Okay.
well.
And do they pay like a course, or is it individualized, personalized? Is it like a regular course that they have to go through? Is it like one-on-one, or is it a class? Tell me a little bit more about the structure.
Well, actually, the first step is with focus on exactly what the students want.
Okay.
So for example, normally it's about corporate, it's about business. So we ask them how long or how many months or maybe years do you think that you need to learn Spanish, for example. Most of them has this idea. Okay, maybe 1 year, maybe 6 months. In my cases, for example, is urgent, so I need in 3 months. So we adapt every program
Okay.
in their necessity.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe, for example, someone said, I need just maybe 3 months. So you need to a program with every day,
Okay.
and the method is very easy because every student has a teacher.
Okay.
Maybe 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 classes per week, but beside the teacher, they have a personal assessor or consulting.
Or like an account manager?
Yes,
Okay.
that is me.
Okay.
So the student can enter in contact with me every day if they want, and to support them.
Okay.
And this is, when you practice a language every day, you can improve a lot in a short time.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly because of that. So every program is adapting in their necessity.
To their needs. Okay.
Exactly.
So the programs that you do is very personalized.
Yes, exactly.
And not just personalized, but you are basically hand holding them because you are keeping in touch with them, like as an account manager.
Yeah.
And so it's not just teaching, it's really like helping them grow and giving them a strategy.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's really good. And for example, if someone has a meeting, for example, and they can call me before the meeting, to practice.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. So when someone's like, for example, okay, my vacation is in, I don't know, Colombia or Mexico. Okay, you can contact me in your vacation.
Okay.
If you have any doubts, you can tell me, Luis, I'm here in this restaurant and I need to do this and this. Say, okay, we can talk and you can practice. And it's very personal, and it's really good because it's not the regular or the traditional classes. You have this support and this company in every day.
Okay. You also told me something about creating a new concept for your brand, like rebranding your school. And you want to add, can you tell me a little bit more about that idea?
Yeah, for sure. It's a you're crazy, but I think that will...
We like crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the idea is that it's like... first, I have this thing of education. I love education.
Okay.
In languages, because I think, when you learn a new language, it's like you can expand your world. So it's really good. But the other side, we have this personal develop that you can open your mind.
Okay.
And it's so this part of the education, you can learn different languages, it's okay, but this part you can take a travel inside of you. Discover yourself better. So languages are really good to improve yourself as well. When, for example, you need to improve maybe, or I don't know, languages for me is a therapy. That is the best word that I was looking for.
But it was really interesting what you said. Like you said, you can travel inside of yourself and understand yourself. But with languages, you can travel outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you basically have two travels.
Yes.
Travel outside and travel inside.
Yeah. Exactly. That is the point. So I love this part of the psychologies, and NLP is neuro-linguistic programming.
Okay.
Hypnosis, all of these things that can give you this opportunity to improve yourself. So all these.
So you do that.
Yes.
The NLP.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So all these fusion of things, the object, the goal is improve yourself inside or outside of you.
Okay. So with this combination of the language teaching and teaching, people how to go inside and learn about themselves, what is your vision?
Wow. Maybe more than my vision is my purpose. I believe that all of us can improve a lot. I think we limit ourselves a lot. We need to put outside all this power that we have inside of us. That maybe we forgot that, but we need to remember again what is our purpose in this life. and yeah, maybe it's that.
Okay. So basically, you want to empower people.
Yes.
So you empower people with the languages and also with learning about themselves and becoming their true selves.
Yes, exactly.
Something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, I think I don't know if the name is empower. Yeah, maybe. Besides,
Enable.
yes, it's like a remember people. Remember people. Look, you are here, and you have this power inside of you, and I need you remember that you are special, you are important, and you can build amazing things.
Okay.
That is my purpose.
Okay. And what was the most difficult thing that you have encountered in your business? Like a difficult project or difficulty that you had to solve, whether it's legal or anything. What was the most difficult thing?
Well, I told you I failure some business here in Colombia, so I have this maybe limitation here and here as well, because after that I thought, well, maybe the next project, this new business, will happen the same that the others before. But I say, well, it's a new country, maybe it's a new me.
Yeah.
And okay, let me try. Maybe that's the first challenge that I need to overcome. The second one was when I felt that my business was growing. I thought, well, I need teachers to follow me and try to train them to follow the same methodology.
Yeah.
When you say, wow, I need people that work exactly like me. For example, like if I can clone myself, that will be perfect.
That would be perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I try to create clones of me, and that really worth a lot. Sometimes, or maybe most of them was about my intuition, and from that moment I started to create, to believe in the intuition. Maybe most of us, when we think about intuition, maybe we think, okay, it's maybe something, I don't know, maybe it's not so important, but it's really, really important. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I totally agree with you.
yeah. Thank you.
So it's interesting, that you were born in Colombia, you're Colombian, and you had to go to another country to start there your business, basically uproot yourself and go to another place. I had something similar. I was born in Hungary, and I came first to Mexico, then came to Colombia to basically find myself, start anew. It's interesting. I think people who do that, generally speaking, are strong, because when you start in a new place, it's not easy. You and I know this.
Yeah.
Not many people know who really started. Like, going to a vacation is different.
Yes, it's different.
But when you start your life there, it's totally different. You have to know the language, you have to know, the culture,
Yeah.
the legal environment and everything. So, how did you deal with that?
Yeah, actually, we have in this rebranding that I'm doing. There is a part that we have now consultants with travel. So to try to manage the psychology part of people. So consulting before people travel, before traveling, during traveling, and maybe 3 or 6 months later during the traveling, because exactly that you said is different when you travel like for vacation and that's all.
Yeah.
But when you need to manage your emotions, your thoughts,
Yeah.
that is it's crazy.
I mean, it's already just if you have a business meeting or you want to get a job somewhere, even if it is your own country, that's already enough stress.
Yeah.
Now imagine this in another language.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
extra stress.
Exactly.
Double or triple.
Exactly.
So you really need to be confident in the language. So
Yeah.
how do you teach that to your students? To be that confident and deal with that stress in that new environment, whatever they want to use the language for?
Okay, first, we work in the students, work in this, try to become Spanish in a familiar language. How? Exactly that I said before. When you create this contact with them all the time, not just the classes. When you have your class, it's like maybe 2 or 3 times per week. But with this method, we create this contact. So when you talk every day, you create this familiarity with the language.
Okay.
So it's when the students need to talk with in an interview or in a meeting, it's like okay, I know this.
They are accustomed.
Yeah, exactly. Flow naturally.
Okay, very good. Nice.
Yeah.
So I already asked you about what was the most difficult thing in your business. What was your biggest win or your biggest success that really makes you smile and like, yeah, I did it?
Well, I'm sorry because of this that I will say, but maybe wasn't the pandemic.
Yeah.
When the COVID started, and actually my first feeling was, oh my God, maybe the war is ending.
Yeah.
But after I asked me a really important question in that moment, and the question was, if everything is done, what is that thing that I never did that I feel now really bad that I don't did before?
It's like you regret not doing it.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. And it was maybe I can travel more.
Okay.
And I can. I think one of my dreams was live near to the beach.
Okay. I love the beach.
Exactly,
Yeah.
me too. So that's like, oh my God, I need. And I thought, well, maybe I can live in an island, for example. And I say, why not? And even during the COVID, I organized all my stuff, my luggage, and I said, okay, I need to go.
Okay.
And if I die, I need to die near to the beach. Yeah, and when I noticed that I can travel and work at the same time, and I can move to everywhere, and I say, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And the school continue because everything became virtual. So all my teachers were working, and in that moment I said, maybe it's not necessary I continue teaching. Maybe just manage the school.
Okay. And that's what you are doing now. You're no longer teaching, only managing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's great.
Yeah, exactly. We have 2 programs, special programs in the school. One of them is interview in Spanish, and I'm in charge of that. And the other one is Spanish coach.
Okay.
I'm in charge of that as well. But it's not common that we have students for these services. But the rest of the classes, is with my teachers.
Okay, so some small amount of classes you still do, but the majority is done by your teachers.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
So you mentioned COVID, the situation, and this is when you had your biggest win.
Yes.
When like you realized that you can travel and work at the same time. But did it negatively affect your business or not really?
At the beginning, a lot, because I saw big companies like fell down, and I said, oh my God. For me, my vision was like big boats, fell deeper. Yeah, exactly. But I was like a leaf, floating.
You saw yourself as a leaf.
Nice, a leaf floating, and say, wow. Okay, we continue in the superficial, you know. Yeah, exactly.
But it's great because, yeah, as you said, like lots of people went down, went under, and they couldn't continue. They had to close down, and you are still here.
Yes.
So that is a great win, I think.
Yes, exactly.
I think it was a great test for any business during this time if they can keep their customers base, and they can continue what they are doing, or they close shop. So it was a really big test, and I think you won in this.
Yeah, and all these things, when you overcome a lot of situations that in the beginning you thought, oh my God, this is too much for me.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not possible, but you continue and you feel this power inside of you, and you overcome all these challenges. It's crazy, but maybe a few months later, you think, maybe I can start this crazy thing, and that happened with me maybe 1.5 years ago, when I decided to realize one of my first dreams, that it was travel to Australia.
Okay.
And I say, wow, maybe I need to leave all my style life, but maybe I can face this new challenge in my life. So, but maybe people can say, wow, but why left all this amazing life to face this challenge that maybe make your mind or everything crazy? And I say, yeah, because for me it's like that is the reason of the life.
Yeah.
Face new challenge.
So how important do you think is challenges and winning the challenges as an entrepreneur? How, as someone who's getting started, how important it is to be resilient, to be strong in the face of challenges?
Well, depends on the people, depends on the person, because maybe a lot of people they feel comfortable in their companies, and it's perfect. But other people can live this amazing journey.
Okay.
And when you start this journey, you have maybe two ways. One of them may be return for the comfort zone, for their company, and it's okay if you feel happy, perfect. But the other way is like when you taste this experience, this challenge that you can overcome, different challenge your life, you want to continue, and that is like how can I say, the blood for Dracula.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, when you taste like okay, it's good. Let me get some more. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So something new that you haven't known before, and you just test it out and see whether it works for you or not. No?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Cool. So last question: what would be your recommendation for new entrepreneurs who are getting started? They haven't done a business yet, but they have an idea. What would be your recommendation? What would be your tip for them?
Well, maybe I feel that I don't have all the experience to give to them an advice, but I can take some sentences from Simon Sinek.
Okay.
He said something that I believe that you need to start for your why. What is your reason to create this company, and to be sure that this reason make you wake up every morning, and go on. Another thing, I think you need to create this team, this master team around you, and that take time to create. It's not easy. Yeah, maybe it's that.
So the mastermind group to know, like you can talk to other people, you can bounce ideas, you can brainstorm.
Yes, yes, because it's like all of them. It's they have a little of you from you, you know, and you can share your ideas, and for sure, all of them can improve these ideas, you know. So it's very important with who you share your ideas.
Okay.
You know, not share with everyone or all your friends.
Yeah, you need to have people who you can trust.
Yes, exactly. Can trust, and you need to know who of them have this same vibe of you. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that.
Very good. Nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And lastly, where can our viewers find you on the internet, social media?
Well, now in this process of rebranding is a little difficult, but
Once you change your brand, we will change it. But for now,
is Comunicacion sin Fronteras. Yes, and there is another website or Instagram. Instagram is in Portuguese, but it's okay. It's O Luis Robles.
huh?
Yeah, that is in Instagram. Luis Robles o luisrobles.com.
Okay.
Maybe I can tell you the future rebranding.
Okay.
Not right now because I don't know who can take the name.
Yeah, sure. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll put these details in the description of the video so everyone can find you.
Okay.
And all the best for one new rebranding.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.